That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a top.
Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem
Wow.
solved.
You must really want it truncheon through your teeth.
This I gotta see.
This ain't a show. Move along. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it.
Insult?
So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Yeah, resolve your differences like an adult.
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Yeah,
You know something? I am lucky. I ought to raise a glass of 0G to my fortune, if I had the bits. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Mr. Millstone.
See you around, boss.
What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
Oh, I guess, never mind then.
Stevedore. Yeah. Yeah. Keep clicking away on your pad. Look at you doing nothing. Look at you doing nothing. Just got punked.
I'm gonna head to Varus for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
Yeah. You want it to be one way, but it's the other way.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Customs and inspection, right this way!
Alright. Captain Leonard Wheeler.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful?
The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
How do I get
You'll
this
want to take
resolved?
it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Just the opposite. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations here.
Surely this must be some sort of mix-up.
They must have a real big bee in their bonnets, then. Everyone knows you don't trifle with Groundbreaker if you want to get your goods on time.
If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Alright. Udom Bedford.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sick bay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
No promises.
What am I to you but the guy who's got his eye on your ship? Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can eat my ass.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Alright. Yeah.
You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You mean the heat? Sure, we could make them fix it. But what would they do in retaliation? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Well, we need unity. We need unity for the Emperor. You're a traitor. We need unity, and you're over here trying to be independent. Killing you for sure.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
No, seriously.
So we've
There
just
was a
gotten to
lot of static
Groundbreaker.
at first, but then
If you
this
rewind a
voice
bit, you can catch up
said
with
his name was
stuff
Graham?
we've gone through.
Graham,
Been stealing, of
right.
course, everything.
Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles of a frown than a smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
Asshole.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, While we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator.
Okay.
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Yeah, sounds like a lead. How do we find him?
That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
You're such a good hacker,
Before I
Mr. Priest.
transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Of course. Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Sounds exciting to me.
This is Halcyon.
Nice to know you have flexible morals. It's more so what I know, what I need you to have.
The following story. The board of foreign spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for local travel. Canyons of acid and
sliced
sulfur
bread.
are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one.
Ooh, check
Try
this
not to be
out.
distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Dude, I love unsavory types, Priest.
Do it. You can do it.
They have you as Vicar or Vicar, but you're a priest.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer farts.
It's a Spacer's Choice building. I'll let rest and go.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
I'll talk to Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door.
Hey, how you doing?
You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Nice. Phineas sent me though. Said you could sell me a nav key.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000 bits? Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
Let's hear the
Do
details.
you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Alright, Auntie Cleo abandoned it. Say no more. I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Hey, wait, you want me to
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
You want me...
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Anytime, sweetheart.
All right.
You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Purple berry bunch. A soft sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Plus 2% natural health regeneration. And carbohydrates. Suck it, chew it, you can do it. Nice. Add some purple berry punch. Body attributes +1. Let's see, extra headshot damage. Nice, we're all pumped up. Yep, weapon speed, move speed, all that. So, I don't like the fact that I got sent here to this person who's now gonna try and send me off to another person. And it's just like, no. Alright. Give me that key, lady. Where's your key? Yeah, I guess they didn't realize I'm here on behalf of the board. I'm the Terminator. See? It's just that simple. But now, where do I get the cartridge from? I'm glad that you two have nothing to say. Alright.
Nice hit! Nice
one. Key card. Alright, pretty sure we're good. Put that down. Ooh, tons of bits. Nano sparkle. This one wants 5. Extendo sights, some of those. Ooh, some necklaces to sell. That'll be good. Requires rest and go key card. Could have sworn we had that. Nope. Okay. What? Then there has to be somebody else that
This is Halcyon News. Regularly scheduled
Hi.
Talk to your local manager. Military training can lend your life to protecting our
Yep, we're here on behalf. Nice. Here on behalf of the board, you are all out of compliance.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. Did you have a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Restricted area. Okay. But restricted to who? That's our big question here. Oh, medical bay key card. Nice. Check us out. Where's ID Groundbreaker? Looks like we don't have that.
What's Don't mess with us.
Yeah, good thing we don't care. Yeah, we're at war, so we'll switch over to the other later. Quarantine.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
Yeah, but I don't believe him. See, look. So many supplies, Vicar.
For the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
I'm here to free you.
You hull-headed quacks do...
Alright. If you really don't want to be bothered. Yeah. Post it up.
Does Dr. Fu ever take a day off?
Alright, other than that, I think we're good.
You can't keep me out of there.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah, I'll see you
Take
around.
care.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastard.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Knox isn't important. I'm here to turn in Phineas Wells. So we could just turn in. We could just turn in the dude. Can we?
What?
Phineas Wells is the mad scientist wanted by the board, right?
All right, I suppose. How might I assuage your fears? Whom else would I work for? Those sublight thugs? That Tennyson woman? The sweaty masses in the groundside townships? The board is the only force for order in this rough-and-tumble colony of ours. Without them, we'd all starve to death or meet our end in a canid's jaws.
Do you enjoy working?
That's a curious question. I can't say I've ever considered how my personal satisfaction factors into the work I do. Permit me to answer your question in another way. In Byzantium, I was one among many. I often felt lost in the hurry and expanse of the capital. Here I have a measure of power and suffer little oversight. It makes for a different kind of loneliness, but it's one I have found I can endure. I understand. And I would ask the same of you, but I suspect... well, I suspect I'd find your answers less than satisfactory, wouldn't I? That's an unusual rhetorical tactic, but I admire your frankness and your gumption. Yes, do tell.
Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior!
Oh, and there we are. I've removed the lock on your ship in a show of my gratitude. An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, only... Oh, la. Oh, no. Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
Stray too much from the, straight and narrow, and one may just find himself assigned pastoral duty in a maximum security penitentiary.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
I mean, her corpse is back there, so that's fine.
That's the long and short of it, yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm certain Gladys can be made, well, can probably be made to see reason. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Now, is there any way in which I might assist you? Be my guest.
You need me to Stellar Bay?
Good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
Best to be clear, I believe.
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use. Ugh. Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that. Ask away.
Sometimes sacrifices must be made to stay aligned with the plan. Unfortunate, but necessary.
Could have sworn, isn't this Gladys? Well, let me see this here. Oh, he wants me to do it on contact on the Groundbreaker. Well, got access to my ship pretty fast.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Stevedore's back alive, I guess.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
I don't like you.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Going all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
Flatter me like your life depends on it.
Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, boss. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent, I'm eager, and I'm showing initiative. What else do you want in your crew? Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Any good in a
Are you
fight?
kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess... Well, try my best.
No.
I appreciate you giving me another shot at least. If you change your mind, I'll be right here in the docking bays.
Yeah, I bet. But you won't be. Yeah. Yep, how's it going, Felix? Your jeweled ring. Thought you said you were pretty good in a fight.
Why was I built to feel ennui? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Yeah, Glass is kind of dead.
Activating contingency plan DM-17. Captain is a psychopath. Please use your travel terminal and venture to Monarch via the Cascadia landing pad. I should warn you, Captain, Cascadia is an incredibly hazardous location, rife with deadly fauna and flora. You will most likely die within 3 steps of the landing pad. Have fun. Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Okay.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.